You are going to die. Not someday far off in some distant future, but one day, and likely sooner than you expect. This is the hardest truth most people refuse to face, yet it is the only absolute certainty in life. We spend so much time running from it, distracting ourselves with fears, worries, and endless busyness. But death waits for no one. So ask yourself honestly, if death was staring you in the face right now, how would it change the way you live? Would you waste time on petty arguments, meaningless pleasures, or empty approval? Or would you finally focus on what truly matters, your values, your purpose, your legacy? The ancient Stoics didn't fear death. They welcomed it as life's ultimate teacher and guide, a reminder that every moment is precious and that true freedom comes from accepting what we cannot control. Marcus Aurelius wrote that remembering death daily brings clarity and courage, helping us shed illusions and live with intention. Imagine if your daily fears, your nagging doubts, and your endless distractions simply vanished because you fully accepted death's reality. How much stronger, calmer, and more focused would you become? This isn't a morbid meditation. It's the gateway to a powerful mindset shift. Embracing the truth of mortality rewires your priorities and frees you from the chains of fear and hesitation. Stay with me until the end of this video, because once you see death as a tool rather than an enemy, your entire life, your mindset, your actions, your relationships will transform in ways you never thought possible. Death does not discriminate. It does not care about your wealth, your power, your fame, or your status. Kings, paupers, strangers, and friends all share the same fate. This is the great equalizer that the ancient Stoics faced head-on, and it is the foundation of their wisdom. Death is natural, unavoidable, and universal. It is not an enemy to fear or a mystery to dread. It is a simple truth to accept. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, reminded himself every day, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years." These words echo a powerful lesson. Life is short, fragile, and unpredictable. Yet so many of us live as if we are immortal, wasting time on petty fights, pointless worries, and distractions that do not matter. Accepting death means breaking free from the illusion that we control everything. Pride, fear, and attachment lose their power when we realize that no one escapes the end. This acceptance is not about giving up or becoming cold. It is about waking up to reality. When you truly understand that death awaits us all, you start to live with honesty and courage. Think about your daily struggles, arguments, failures, anxieties. How important do they seem when seen through the lens of mortality? Many problems that consume us suddenly feel small and insignificant. This is the power of embracing death. It brings clarity. Your true values, your real goals, and what you genuinely care about come sharply into focus. This moment is the first step toward true freedom. Freedom from fear, from regret, and from wasted energy. Freedom to live fully and authentically every day. The Stoics teach us that by accepting our shared fate, we gain the strength to face life boldly and without hesitation. So, understand this now. Death is not the end of your story, but the beginning of how you choose to live. Embrace it and watch how your entire mindset transforms. To live well is to live according to nature, your reason, your purpose. This simple phrase captures the heart of Stoic wisdom. After facing the hardest truth, death, Stoics ask the next big question: what kind of life is truly worth living? Death is a powerful teacher. When you accept that your time is limited, you naturally start to wonder, what matters most? What kind of life will make the fear of death fade into something else: pride, motivation, even peace. The Stoics say, the answer lies in living according to nature. But what does that mean? Living according to nature means living true to who you are as a human being. A rational, purposeful creature with the ability to choose how you respond to life. It means acting in line with reason, virtue, and a deeper purpose beyond just chasing pleasure or material success. Pleasure, wealth, and fame are tempting. They promise happiness and security. But they are temporary, fragile, and often pull us away from what really matters. Stoicism teaches that these things are not the foundation of a good life. Instead, true fulfillment comes from developing your character, acting with integrity, and contributing to something greater than yourself. When you focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your choices, you build a life of meaning and resilience. You stop being a passenger in your own life and become the captain of your ship, steering toward a legacy that will outlast you. Imagine living each day with this mindset. Death is real, but fear does not rule you. Instead, you are driven by purpose. This purpose aligns with your deepest nature, pushing you to grow, to serve, and to create. It transforms fear into fuel, hesitation into boldness. This moment is about shifting your perspective from short-term comfort to long-term impact. It's about understanding that a life well lived is not measured by what you have, but by who you become and what you leave behind. The Stoic call to purpose is a call to live authentically, with courage and wisdom, no matter what challenges come your way. It invites you to rise above distractions and focus on what truly matters. So ask yourself, are you living according to your nature? Are your actions building the man you want to be, the legacy you want to leave? Embrace this truth and watch how your life begins to change, not because fear pushes you, but because purpose pulls you forward. Remember death daily, so you do not waste a single breath. This phrase captures the essence of the ancient Stoic practice called Memento Mori. Literally, remember you must die. While it might sound grim or even morbid at first, Memento Mori is actually one of the most powerful tools the Stoics used to live better, fuller lives. Why? Because when you keep the reality of death in your mind every day, you cut through the noise of distractions, doubts, and fears. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You begin to see clearly what truly deserves your energy and attention. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said it perfectly. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Too often, we behave as if life will go on forever. We postpone the things we want to do, avoid difficult conversations, delay growth. Memento Mori shatters that illusion and forces us to confront the truth. Time is limited. Every moment is precious. By reflecting daily on death, you sharpen your focus. You realize that your relationships, your personal growth, and your integrity are not just nice to have, but essential. Death reminds you that you have a responsibility to yourself and those you love to live intentionally. This practice also builds courage. When you remind yourself that death is inevitable, fear of failure, rejection, or discomfort loses its grip. Why waste your energy on temporary worries when you can use that energy to act boldly and with purpose? Memento Mori is not about living in fear of death. It is about living in full awareness of life. It pushes you to take urgent action on your goals and values because you know your time is finite. It motivates you to leave excuses behind and step into the person you were meant to be. Imagine starting each day with a moment of reflection. Today could be my last. How will I live differently if this were true? This mindset rewires your brain to prioritize what matters, reduce distractions, and fuel relentless focus. It's a daily reminder that greatness is built by those who treat time as their most valuable asset, never wasting a breath, a word, or a choice. So, embrace Memento Mori. Let death be the fuel that lights your fire, the lens that clarifies your path, and the urgency that drives your every step. By doing this, you transform life's greatest certainty into your most powerful motivation. When you stare death in the face, life's true colors blaze brighter than ever. This is not just a poetic idea, it is the ultimate Stoic truth. Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the edge of your life, with all fears stripped away, all regrets faded into nothingness. What remains is raw, powerful presence, a clear, unshakable connection to the here and now. In that moment, everything trivial falls away. The petty worries, the endless distractions, the false priorities, none of it holds any power over you. All that matters is this breath, this heartbeat, this life you are living right now. This is the essence of the Stoic practice to live as if you were dying. It's a call to embrace each day with courage and calm, to meet every challenge with clear eyes and steady heart. Death, instead of being a source of fear, becomes the ultimate teacher, reminding you what truly deserves your energy and focus. When you face death squarely, you begin to see life with new appreciation. Small moments become precious. Time becomes sacred. You realize that happiness is not found in external things or endless distractions, but in the quality of your attention and the strength of your character. Feel the liberation that comes from this truth. You no longer need to be controlled by fear, anxiety, or the meaningless noise of the world. Your mind becomes your sanctuary, your courage your shield, and your gratitude your sword. This mindset is your ultimate weapon against distraction and despair. It frees you to live fully, to love deeply, and to pursue your purpose relentlessly. So stare death in the face, not to surrender, but to awaken. Because when you do, life's true colors will blaze brighter than you ever thought possible. You cannot escape death, but you can conquer how you live. That is the power of the Stoic mindset. Every day offers a choice: to waste your time on distractions and fears, or to live fully with purpose and courage. Today, start practicing Memento Mori, remembering death not to scare you, but to sharpen your focus. Pause, reflect, ask yourself what truly matters. Let this awareness guide your decisions, your actions, and your priorities. When you accept death as your constant companion, you free yourself from the chains of fear and procrastination. You begin to live boldly, with clarity and strength that few possess. If you are ready to take that step, comment below with the words, "I choose life." Let this be your declaration to yourself and to everyone watching, that you refuse to waste another moment living in fear. Share this video with anyone you know who struggles to face the inevitable, or who needs a reminder that life is too precious to live half-heartedly. Remember, the Stoics teach us that only by embracing death can we truly master life. This is not just philosophy, it is a call to action. Your time is now. Make it count.